Hello, my name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Hello and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. I hope you're having a great day, and if this is your first time on our channel, welcome, and we also hope that you go to our Facebook page at Cooking with Some Friends. So I'm going to show you a recipe today for some German chocolate poke cake, and I found a couple of recipes. They're both good. They're just a little bit different, but I like that they both start with a cake mix and then they go off on their own from there. So I have, in this one we start with actually a dark chocolate fudge cake mix, and to that I'm going to add chocolate fudge instant jello pudding. The other one that I have starts with a German chocolate cake mix, I believe. I'll share that one with you at a different time. But so I want to whisk those two things together. And then I will start adding some wet ingredients to this. And I'm preheating my oven to 350. Okay, and now I want to add to this half cup of whole milk, 1 cup of sour cream. That will make it that much more moist. Give it a richer flavor. I wouldn't recommend low fat just because the fat content is what adds some of that extra flavor and moisture. And I have 3/4 cup of vegetable oil. I'm gonna double check my instructions. 4 eggs. And really, if those are at room temperature in the milk as well, it works just a little bit better for you when you bake. And then I want to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then I'm going to mix this up and put it in my 9x13 that I've sprayed. Now, this is a throwaway container because I'm taking this to a friend that they're having a appreciation lunch. So I don't want to have to get my pan back, so that's why I'm doing this in that pan. Mix this for a couple of minutes on medium to medium high. Ready to pour this into our 9x13, put it in our 350-degree oven, and we're going to let this bake for 30 to 40 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Goodness out of there. Okay, in the oven it goes. Now that our German chocolate poke cake is done baking, we're going to take our wooden spoon with the rounded end and poke holes all over while it's still hot right out of the oven. then I'm going to take a can of sweetened condensed milk. It's kind of baking heaven here right now. Craziness. And I'm going to pour this over the top of our cake, and then we'll let this cool before we go to the next step. Okay, we're ready to finish up the German chocolate poke cake. And so I've taken a 4-ounce semi-sweet chocolate bar, and I've broken that up into pieces, and I've got half a cup of heavy cream that I'm heating just until some bubbles form around the edges. And then I'm going to pour it over the chocolate and let it set for 5 minutes so it starts to melt. And then I'll stir that up, and then I'll let it set for another 5 to 10 minutes so that chocolate will thicken up a little bit. So we're just waiting for the cream to get bubbles around the edges, and then we'll pour it over our chocolate and let it set for 5 minutes. We let our chocolate and cream sit for 5 minutes, so we're going to stir it together. And then we're going to let this sit another 10 to 15 minutes just to let it thicken up before we pour it over our cake. So all we have left to do is to pour this over our cake once it's thickened, and then to go ahead and ice it with our coconut pecan icing. Okay, let it sit to thicken. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.